edition of the Erasmus program. And perhaps some of you know also, it is the 25th year of this program. It is the most important of all the European programs. I mean, from money point of view, it's very expensive for the Europe to support this project, but it's the project the most important because it is devoted to youth and so to young people. And you see, it's not something the European Commission is doing for its own pleasure. It's because there is a need when you will have to do studies, when you will have to find a job, or when you will have to prove you have skills, it will be necessary for you to move, not to stay in your original country. So, thanks to European Union, it's possible for all the people in Europe, even people who are not from rich families, to access to mobilities. And in the future, you can think even students in high school, they could have some individual mobilities. It does exist legally, but you see, we are late in France on this question because even when it's a group activity, it's difficult for you to leave your classroom and not to go to the exam and the ordinary lessons. But in the future, students will have to, it's no more possible to stay in your own country in only one school system because jobs in the future will be transnational jobs. Okay? So, in the past, there was different names used by Europe for the help to young people, and now all the programs were in one label. It's called Erasmus+. Okay? At the beginning, Erasmus it was only for university and for our high school, for example. Another name, it was Comenius, but it's a technical approach. I must say to you, normally at 9 o'clock, you will meet two young people from the National Agency, Erasmus Agency from Bordeaux, are going to come to visit you. Okay? So it's important to celebrate Erasmus Days to show to the national agencies. We are happy to be in this process and to use efficiently the money they gave us. The second reason because we are here is because it was the Erasmus mode of the high school. Every year we try to implement 1 week to make a little dissemination about the project. Because we hope some of the pupils who are not in the project and perhaps also the teachers who do not know what is it will be interested in. The objective for us is not to have in the high school only one project, but the more than possible. Okay? If you want to be more efficient in English, for example, and not to have very bad accent, because you will never practice it, you must be in this sort of project. Okay? In the future, everybody will have to speak English and to speak good English. Okay? You must be more talentuous than your parents or my generation. Not because of your pleasure, because it's a necessity. Okay? It's the third time we do the Erasmus Mob, and if you remember, it's because of the pandemic we began to do this sort of thing, because it was impossible to move, so we organized some remote study travel instead of real mobilities. And this year is special because we are also in a real mobility. So in the framework of the Religion project, we have with us pupils and teachers from Collegio Economic Union Europe in Cluj-Napoca. So thank you to be with us. So Turkish team from Antalya, but the exact name of the school. Imam, it's very difficult. So, Mustafa, Husseini, and last but not least, you have also a Polish team. Don't see just in front of me. Angela, Nicola, and also pupils from Cuisine. You must know, if you are French inhabitants of the Basque Country, Saint-Jean-de-Luz must build training with a Polish harbor, and it is very interested in the relationship we can have with Poland. Because during the Second World War, most of Polish soldiers were evacuated from France, defeated France, to go to England and to go on to fight against Nazism. It was very important. In Normandy, at the department, there was no French army, not at all. But 200,000 Polish soldiers were fighting on the Western Front at this moment. So it's something people do not know, they forget it. It's important to have a memory of these facts. Okay? If for the preliminary speech, and it was too long. So after that, only 1 or 2 sentences for the schedule. So we are going to see a little movie, a short movie made by pupils, okay, 15 minutes long. And after that, we will organize a ceremony to give you your certificates of attendance and also to celebrate the 8-year prize, because the film you are going to see now was done in the framework of a project which was awarded this year and so by European Commission as one of the best innovative projects. So we are happy and grateful about this reward. There will be a celebration in Brussels, 25th of October, and after another celebration in Bordeaux. But I think it was important also to speak about the prize in Saint-Jean-de-Luz and to express how we are grateful to all the institutions who are supporting our projects. So the town and Mr. Wavin is here to, instead of Mr. the Mayor, the Région de l'Aquitaine, Mrs. Taylor is with us to represent the region. Merci. And also, it's easy to understand. We cannot do anything without the support of our direction, of the school staff, and Mr. Vice Principal is with us also to show that. So, thank you to everybody. If you want, we can see the little movie. It was a sci-fi movie, and the project of the students was to remake, if you want, the story of Noah's Ark.